Here's my hand by comparison. That's quite nice, isn't it? I don't know what this is. So we'll go for a walk down by the river. I've just taken my car in for its MOT, and I'm walking away from the garage now, down by the River Tweed, along the Border Abbey's Way. So join me, come with me, come along, see what it's like. See how it is this Thursday morning, 9 o'clock. There's a dog. There's somebody else heading this way, same way as I am. There's a big tree here that's been taken down by a chainsaw, I think. This is the tree that I took a photo of now sketching on Monday morning. It's just down there. It's a little bit muddy here. It's a bit muddy, isn't it, dog? Hello. You're a fat fiery thing, aren't you? Lovely dog. Careful as we go down. I'll take my hand out of my pocket, I think. Cute dog. Hello, Jules. Good morning. Don't know where we are, I assume. It's looking nice, isn't it? It's looking nice. Your favourite cottage, that's right. Looking nice. Is there any sheep in the field? Doesn't look like it. Maybe we'll see some. Definitely some snowdrops. Still a few snowdrops around. Past their best now, but they're still around. There they are. And the sun on the bridge as well. Starting the world's most boring Teams meeting. Oh, I don't know. I've had a few. I've had several where I didn't say a single word for an hour. It's nice to be outside. So as I was saying, I was just taking my car to get its MOT this morning. And now I'm walking back from the garage. And I'll probably have to walk to the garage later this afternoon. Or possibly tomorrow. I could take the train. But when it's a beautiful sunny day like this, why bother? Why let the train take the train? I've got such a pretty path to follow as well. I think somebody's trodden on those. Just walking. Good morning, Richard. It's Sunday morning. Does it say sunny? It's Sunday in the title. I thought it said sunny. It should say sunny. It could be Sunday. Hello, replay viewers, if you're watching on Sunday, waiting until the appropriate title. Calling it a marketing meeting, but all they talk about is product management. Why am I even here? Yeah. How do I? Never mind. Snowdrops again, as I say, past their best now, but snowdrops nevertheless. Let's see if there's any herons on the river. I had a Teams meeting yesterday with my immediate superior, and we just talked for half an hour about what I was doing, about each of my learners. I did say something, did I? Okay. Are you wishing your life away, wishing it was the weekend, Richard? Hi, Nicholas. Thank you for that reward. Appreciate that. Always back in the rewards. I cashed out a couple of weeks ago, so I have a while to go until I hit the next cash out mark. More snowdrops. So our boss agreed on sending cardiology sets to Ukraine. They can't treat heart attack patients there at the moment and need supplies urgently. That's good. That's good stuff. There was a big consignment of stuff that's been sent from the borders to Poland for the refugees that are in Poland at the moment. I think that's just arrived. I'm not sure what was in it. That's beautiful, isn't it? The sun behind the cloud. Yeah, no sheep today. Still half in a powerful dream, trying to orient yourself. Ooh, I say. Should we inquire about your powerful dream? The mind runs wild. Dreaming of the weekend, were you? Goodness me. That's slippy slidey. It was raining pretty heavily yesterday. Out you come. So it's quite muddy. Walked up. Dreaming of the weekend. Yes, I don't blame you. In your team's meeting. Can't remember, I just have a sense of being lost. So I learned panicked. Oh dear. Just a sense of being lost. Well, could have been a worse broadcast to hop into. How are Freddie and Joanna and yourself and your husband? Are you all feeling better now? Are you all well? Are you all on top form again? Got to watch out a little bit here because it's quite rocky and I could go over my ankle quite easily if I'm not paying attention. Especially when the mud is so slippy. Is it Melrose Path? Yes, we're sort of beside Tweed Bank, but Tweed Bank doesn't appear on the list of places. So we're not far from Melrose, we're only a mile away. 2 kilometres maybe. body. Not top form, but all back to school / nursery / work. My hearing is still a bit annoying, but better. Strange that it's, that symptom. Strange symptoms that people get. Child in the wall, yes. Well, the doll in the wall, rather than the child. But yes. I'm in danger of drifting back asleep. Yes. Absolutely. Soporific me. More snowdrops. Haven't seen any daffodils down here. There might be some further up. Private. And Border Abbey's Way. I have a meeting, a lesson, a session at 11 o'clock. But I've got plenty of time before then. I'm having a session, a lesson, a meeting in a local cafe. Oh, speaking of local establishments, the pub, formerly the Mill House, which closed down, I saw a sign in their window saying, "We're hiring. Send us your CV." And I can exclusively reveal the name of the pub is going to be, I think, the Bra Bear. I believe that's what it's going to be called, the Bra Bear. So hopefully that's going to be open, I think, at the end of next month. So about 6 weeks to go, and then maybe, fingers crossed, I'll be able to get back into the pub, into the panic room. I did go to the dock and they said it can take a while. At least they have not said big C so far. But I guess it's just a question of when rather than if. Especially now they're planning to lift a lot of restrictions here next week. Oh, there's a little spider on me. Hang on. Where's it gone? Never mind, right. Next week. Perfect time. The highest infection rate. Yeah, I know. The First Minister here has said she's pausing the lifting of the last few restrictions. So for at least another month, we've still got to wear masks on public transport and so on. But yeah, there's not many restrictions left now, and cases are going up and up and up. And hospitalizations as well. Not good. It's a nice set of houses. Pretty. River's moving fairly fast today. Richie, do you think this is a particularly high day for the river, or is it average or low? Come on, you normally tell me what the state of the river is. I can smell something less than entirely pleasant. It's gone now. More snowdrops. There's some daffodils. Like, it looks as if it's all frozen up, and it's shivering. It's closing up to protect itself from the cold and the frost. It's in the sun now. You can open up. You can open up again. The sun's coming. Can you see the brown tree right at the end there? It's quite nice. Oh, there goes a duck. I'll read. I'm just glad that our state are using a transition phase until April the 2nd to at least keep masks mandatory in schools and indoors. But no idea what will happen after April 2nd. They will probably have to declare the whole state a hotspot to be able to keep restrictions up. Our state government is against the federal government's plan, so I'm guessing that's what they'll do. Yeah. I guess at least your areas, your states, your lender are much larger than they are here in the UK, so they've got a bigger effect, I suppose. You check it. South Africa won. Going off to sleep, listening to the cricket, and can sense this. Can aid the sense of unreality on waking. New Zealand wickets were falling like ninepins. I'm no fan of cricket, of course, but I understand. My understanding is that England aren't doing too badly at the moment compared to how they were against Australia. Is that right? Is that a fair summation? It's sheep in that field, look. No lambs, though. Don't see any lambs. But sheep. Might get a little bit closer. Further up. Or maybe they're all down this end of the field. Oh, there's a lot of snowdrops there. And there goes a bird. It's a nice chirping sound it's got. I hear a chainsaw. I didn't realise until I noticed a few weeks ago that the theme tune of Test Match Special is by Booker T and the MGs. I think that's correct. But I didn't notice that. I didn't realise. Once they change the federal law, the states will have to comply with that. Oh, it's just stupid. And the Greens are being manipulated by the Liberals. Want everything to go back to normal. Yeah. I think the Liberals there in Germany, they are more to the right. Is that correct? Apparently they did, but it's close. Oh well. There you go. Close makes it exciting. The Greens are in coalition in Scotland as well. Hello, Heavenly Dew. I think the best thing we can do is use common sense and protect yourself, regardless of politics. Protect yourself, absolutely. Absolutely protect yourself. Doesn't more neoliberal. Yeah. Good morning. Yeah, there's a lot to be said for protecting yourself. Unfortunately, though, Heavenly Dew, a lot of people are seemingly incapable of protecting themselves. They don't seem to have the intellectual capacity to be able to spot danger and know what to do about it. And you can't just let these people fall victim to their own stupidity, as tempting as that might be. Hate all the politics. Yes, I hate the politics as well. Fortunately, there's less of that here than over there. Less, but still too much. It was never really a party political issue here. It was more of an issue within a party than between parties. Here's an enthusiastic dog coming. We best let it come past us, I think. He's looking very happy. Freddie Gordon said he will keep wearing his FFP2 mask in school, even if they don't mask wearing. That's very sensible. It's good to hear, good to know. Hello, dog. You're going to stay over there? Yes, you are, okay. Yeah, so the stones, again, the stones are all under the water. Need coffee. Where are we stopping? We could stop at the station. Are we still frozen? Oh, the dog's going back that way now. Yes, but I'm going to, not immediately, as I say, it's not until 11, but I'm going to have coffee myself. No, okay, thank you. I'm going to have coffee myself later with one of my learners. But I've got a bit of time before that. Stones. Just introduced PCR pool testing, which is so much more reliable. Well, they're basically stopping the testing here, ridiculously. See some green already. Well, there's never not green. Oh, is it St. Patrick's Day, is it? Today? I hear crows. Do you hear the river? Hear the sound of it gurgling? Shall I try putting you in the water? Let's see if I can do that. Stand testing skills till Easter. Well, okay. It's nice, isn't it? What can you see? My hand gets cold when I do that. What just happened? I put my phone in the water. But that kind of necessitates putting my fingers in the water as well, and it's cold. Waterproof phone, yes. It's nice when there's something to see under the water, like fish. You ever want to do that, but no, yeah, it works. The issue is keeping the signal. So what I do when I do that is I just dip the corner of my phone into the water, the corner with the camera on it, and keep the rest of it out. It's fine. So I'm using an iPhone 12 for this, by the way, if you're wondering if your phone is going to survive that or not. Pixel, yeah, it looks excellent actually. It looks really clean and clear. except it goes upside down. With the same phone, do we? Well, I've got a Mini. Have you got the Mini as well? Wouldn't dare do that. I think the 11 Pro is what? Yes, I think so. Not a Mini, but a 12. Okay. There goes a train. Hello, train. It's a 3-carriage one. Off up towards Edinburgh. Yesterday I was having to go through the spell of Edinburgh with one of my learners. So swamped. Oh dear, oh dear. Where do you fancy going? Where's your destination of choice? Oh, it's muddy here. Don't come to Scotland, it's too muddy. We'll drive to Edinburgh. If I fancy going there, probably will. No plans at the moment, but maybe in the summer. And I'll go and visit some castles, etc. in the summer. Maybe before then. Somewhere tropical and remote, well, that's definitely Scotland rule out then. There's a big puddle here. This bridge has lovely echoes under it. Comparison's a killer. Yes. Not sure what that means exactly. Let's see, what's the time? It's 9:30. So it did say that, yes. Which way shall we go? Shall we go up onto the bridge? This is the red bridge, for obvious reasons. The Southern Upland Way and Abbotsford via the Border Abbeys Way. I don't know, I want to take to our former hometown, Ravensburg. Is it Ravensburg or Ravensburg? To have a little memory trip, because the Jigsaw Company is Ravensburg, isn't it? I'm not sure if I want to go to restaurants and stuff already. Again, I might have to add it by then, maybe. Well, as you know, I go to once or twice a week. Most people are fairly sensible. Most people have got masks on until they sit down. There's, the waiting staff are normally wearing masks and so on. I think since you've all been vaccinated, you're in a much better position than 2 years ago. Is why we live there. Yes. Yeah, I know. I didn't say that entirely randomly. Quite aware. I recall one or two things. I'm not perfect at that, but I recall. Danger of death. It says. Oh, here's a bike. I'll get off the path a little bit. Let the bicyclist come past. Yeah. We're heading for. Well, first of all, we're going past the sewage works. And then we're heading for the local council estate. Nice view. Actually, when the sun's going down of an evening, the view over the sewage works looks quite nice. Because we're looking westwards. You can get very sick, that's true. And you can pass it on to other people. But you're still in a better position than you were. Oh, that's not a pleasant smell. I might put my mask on actually. Since I can. Since I have my mask in my pocket. That's not going to be easy with one hand. Hang on, let me. Yeah, just a moment, just a moment. There, masked up now. That's better. Just what that's in such How much is gas in my area? I put diesel into my car yesterday or so. I think it's £1.72 a litre. I have no idea what that is in dollars and gallons, but £1.72 a litre. But that'll be a lot more than it is in the US. Get back to some degree of normalcy at some point, yeah. Well, I think it's foolish to be completely normal for sure, while there's still a pandemic going on. We're upwind now, I can take my mask off. $4.89. Yeah, I can't convert that to what I would understand. Not off the top of my head, anyway. And honest, I mean, I could do the dollar to pound conversion, but gallons to litres, I've no idea. That vehicle's buzzing for some reason. You could do it with Siri. If I wanted to, I could ask my watch. But I'd still need to write it down so I can figure it out. Because it involves money as well. I think I can hear... What's that? An airplane? I can hear a small propeller-driven airplane, I reckon, somewhere. Diesel is more expensive here than regular. Yes, it is here. Expensive for no reason. Yeah. Well, not for no reason, but the reason is that people want to make money from it. Good morning, Michael in Toronto, Canada. Or should I say good afternoon to you? No, I shouldn't, should I? It's still good morning. Think about it. Now we might go round the back of the gasworks, do you think? Heading over the river. Is there any ducks down there? Not that I see. A source of light, perhaps. Well, who knows for how much longer, though. But that's nice, thank you. Danger, keep out, says the sign. What does that statement mean? Well, there are rumours. But I shan't elucidate further about rumours. See tons of scooters coming back. And even scooters, you mean like mopeds? I don't know, maybe. A few bits of graffiti here. There's that one. Mopeds, but yes, that's what a scooter. And there's that one. Danger, protected by razor wire. Yes, Matrix and Star Trek. Electric cars, a significant minority. Yes, I would say that's true here, a significant minority. But increasing. It's a blackbird. See more Teslas every day. Wow. That's what Jules had the loan of for a while, for a few days. I don't think I would get a Tesla if I were to get an electric car. I don't think I'd have a Tesla. But there are others I wouldn't mind for sure. They're the future. I've seen the future. 30-40%. Oh, it's not that high here. Maybe 5 to 10% here. Different in London, of course, because journeys are shorter in London, and you've got more opportunity for charging points. One of our sons has one. He loves it. I mean, they're around for sure. Like a VW ID4, yeah, they're nice. I would like, as you know, I would like a Volvo XC40. There's a new all-electric one that's out. I wouldn't mind that. Or the coupe-shaped one, the new one. Dog. But I can't afford one. So that's out. Volvos are nice. Yes, they are. Every street here is at least one charger. Well, you're lucky. Here, it's the railway stations have them, Supermarkets have them, but I mean like one or two. Sometimes you'd get like council offices, car parks there, but there's really not many charging points. I suppose more people have their own garages or driveways here. In 10 years, there may be 50% electric powered trucks, so you don't see electric trucks here. That's very rare. It's a nice bridge, isn't it? I think it's a nice bridge. It's kind of brutalist, but I quite like that. It's got a certain charm to it. Now, this wall has been recently filled with graffiti of all sorts. None of it particularly interesting. Horses and wagons. All supermarket delivery vehicles electric. Oh, not here. No, they're all, I think they're all Mercedes diesels. We won't be able to charge a car at home, as we don't have our own home, and you can't just use the outside power socket of the building. Buy an electric scooter? Nah. You really need a car here, to be honest. My work lets me use hybrid cars. Thank you. They have a fleet of little Toyota hybrids. They got themselves into a contract before COVID arrived. So I don't know if they're paying far too much for not being any people to go anywhere at the moment. We'll walk along to the next bridge. Yes, horses and wagons. But I mean, they did away with them for a good reason. They produce their own problems. They are carbon neutral, but there are problems with them as well. I wonder if we'll see any ducks on the river. Or herons, you do get them. Just passing the university here, by the way. It's the back of the university. Good fertilizer, yeah, especially for roses. I think those electric scooters, they are everywhere here. Only this park in the most annoying places are lying in the bushes. Electric ones. No, you don't get many here. Again, maybe it's more of a city thing. Let's see what cars are available in the second-hand car shop. It's a nice Audi. Is Melrose smaller than Galashiels? Yes, about half the size-ish. It's quite a nice Audi, £8,000. A disco. That little Citroen's quite nice. It having black wheels worries me though. What kind of person would order a car with black wheels? Don't fancy the Mitsubishi or the Suzuki really, or the Hyundai. Interesting Skoda estate, and that Mitsubishi is quite nice. And that Toyota, expensive though, Toyota. Look at this bridge. Shall we go up this bridge? Hope my hat doesn't blow off. There are different companies here that offer them to rent, like the Boris Bikes in London. You can book them via app and just take the nearest one. Yeah, they did that in Edinburgh, but they closed it down because they were making a loss. Or something, yes, him. So look at the lengths they have to go to for the bridge to go up and over the river and then up the other side. It's a bit unnecessary in my opinion. Not as pretty a bridge, I think, as the other one. Shall we try going along the river this way, see if it's too muddy? Three companies in town. This is a very popular place for walking your dog down by the river, so I've got to pay a little bit closer attention to exactly where I'm walking, if you catch my drift. Finally getting to the marketing bit of the meeting. Okay, I won't be on much longer anyway. I think we'll just walk to the end of this little path up to the next bridge. This sometimes floods when the river is high. Thank you, Jules. Dankeschön. See you next time. Oh, slippy slidey. I don't think it's flooded here recently. I think it's just the rain that's causing mud. Yeah, what's this? Yeah, you don't need a... Well, certainly not in London, I don't think, but here you do. Get up, make a coffee, okay. So a new design for electricity plant. Ah, yes, now. Is that what it was about? Ah, interesting. What do you think of them then? What do you think of the new pylons? Are they nice? Are they pretty? You know I like a little bit of industrial design. If it's good. If it's clever. The sun's coming out on the river now. Not much, but far less obtrusive. Well, what kind of coffee are you going to have, Heavenly Dew? And more solar. Well, you know, here in Scotland, we are, I think it's 98.6% renewable. So that's onshore and offshore wind, nuclear, solar, hydroelectric. But that's not bad. That's, I think, 2 years ago, it was 98.6% renewable. So if any country should be going with electric vehicles, it should be Scotland, because that's how we make all of our electricity. French vanilla with sweet caramel cream. Sounds good. Maybe I'll ask for that at the coffee shop. And they'll look at me askance. Thank you for the thread, okay? I'll have a good look at them. Kind of girly, but I'm a girl. I should dip my phone in the water here, but it's still cold, and I might slip and fall. More snowdrops. I don't like iced coffee. I think it's wrong. It doesn't taste right to me. It's not. It's just not right. Coffee should be hot, not ice cold. So this is a much older bridge. This one, I reckon, 1940s ish. Maybe a bit older than that. There used to be a big electronics factory here in the 70s and 80s. They made printed circuit boards. That's muddy. Ooh, nearly fell there. Anyone recognise that view? I've sketched it a couple of times. That tree and the steps. Quite nice, isn't it? Do you have Aldi's here? Yes, absolutely. No, Richard wouldn't use an Aldi. Goodness me, no. Perish the thought. Right, time to go. I shall go home and prepare to do my lesson. Then I might see you again on my way back to collect my car. My diesel car. So I might come back on later this afternoon, or we might be on in the phone box tonight. Oh yes, absolutely. Might be in the phone box tonight. Yes, we'll see. We'll see what happens. So I'll see you all later. Cheery bye, everyone. See you next time. Have a nice Thursday.